Welcome, everybody. Oh, does that sound weird? Not sure if that's the way it's supposed to sound. Actually, it sounds all right. Happy Father's Day, all you fathers out there. So I've had, as I mentioned in chat there in the pre-show here, I've swapped over PCs. So I'm on one that I used to use out by the Barstow yard. And so it's a little bit newer than the one I've been using, CPU-wise. So I swapped the video cards and everything and moved some hard drives over and all that. So I've been backing up and resyncing everything, getting everything ready. So if I have any problems, that could be it. Also, run 8. There was an update 8 the other day. I'm on the Mateo community server. Depot and Mateo have both updated all the servers. So High Green as well to update 8. So make sure that you are running update 8 or you're going to get some weird errors. And there's one major bug that I got to try to remember not to do. And that is to not ride on the engines, for sure, on the engines. Because it could cause the stream, the game itself, not the stream, but the game to crash. What's up, Switcher? You see, want to do that. All right, so we're back in. We didn't get it. We didn't get everything finished last week at LAJ Sea Yard here, and supply train came in. So there were cars that were dropped off here for LAJ, the West Yard, you know, basically AB, the West, and also Malabar. We made a job the other day to take the cars out of here and send them over to Malabar. That's done. I started a little bit ago, just getting things ready. I'm going to move these cars over to the main LAJ yard from here first before we start doing anything. But the cars, remember last week we processed all the Taco Bell cars, which I'm getting lost right over here. So these guys are done. They're ready to go. And I have some new Taco Bell stuff here, as well as lots of other things to go. Arco's already bored. What's up? Happy Father's Day, Arco. And so we are gonna. So I pulled these 3 out because these are for 2271, which is the LAJ West, and 2271 was the. I was just getting ready to pull this cut when I noticed those. So this is 3351, and then here's some. Back here somewhere. 2271 is right here. So, and then it ends in the 3351, so I'm gonna have to combine those. So if you're all busy and ready to throw up now, that's good. Ready to go. Let me see here. Make sure that's my main engine, so I'm gotta go in reverse. Right, Taco Bell, diarrhea cars. Voted the #1 Mexican restaurant in the United States. Yeah, poll on Facebook. So I'm going to send these cars down here. Yep. And then I'll go back around and grab them. I got to do a little bit of a runaround. And this is just to get all these out of there. By the time I move these to LAJ's B yard, it'll probably be time to go. Or A yard. Oops. Oh, get me in the back. There we go. Perfect. All right. So we're going to kick these down the curb. And that means I'm going forward. Could have been 3 backwards, but all right. I can't really ride on the engine because if I hit the brakes, go back this way and then try to go meet him down there. That switch is already lined up. I didn't switch before I went there. Hold F11, do this, and let's go forward. We should just be going straight all the way through, I hope. We'll find out, because we're hauling ass. Let's see if we can beat those cars. I'm doing 23 in the yard, not supposed to, but these are SD40s. These are some old SD40 TAC 2s. Or maybe, no, there was somewhere where, I think it was down in the LAJ, the LA West yard. They got deleted. Somebody was working it and whatever happened, so they ended up deleting the power there, so I put one SD42 and one SD45. Kind of mix it up a little bit. What's the glitch there? Did I see the comment in the stream about the car weights? Yeah. That was a while ago, where the weight of the cargo on it doesn't really matter. It's just car weight just doesn't matter if it's loaded or unloaded. It always weighs the same, right? Is that what you're talking about? Okay. Also, it's on the backside. Tankers were a little close to them. Somebody left them. Here they come. How's that? The weight of a single car, you can check the HUD. Like up here? What are you talking about here? 64 tons. Gotcha. So, okay, so that's not the overall weight. You're saying that's the weight of the cargo. So empty cars, you have to look at the HUD to see, but I mean collectively, I guess. Or if you have one car. I mean, but I don't ever just pull one car typically. I don't really care about the individual car weights personally, because it's the train. Weight of all the cars in the train is important to me for power. Fairweather Productions, how are you doing? All right, let's see. Leave those there. Now we're going to pull this cut second after we grab the other stuff. We got to find which where they're at, what track they're on. So we're on this one. So I just got to get this blue tanker past here. I think. Yeah, one more. Come on, get going. So 2271s and 3351s were pulling out of this yard and taking over to the other yard. Oh, glad to have you on the server. Welcome. It is definitely a lot of fun. All right, I'm going to check one more time just to make sure I'm on the right. Yeah, almost was there. The problem is going fast. Yep, that's it. So if you just joined the server, I am a yard master for the BNSF San Bernardino sub, or basically the Los Angeles and Orange County and Riverside County areas. Been with the server for about 1.5 years now. I stream this generally every Sunday. Yes, I'm on the Mateo server right now. I'm also a Depot Plus member, so sometimes I stream from that server, but Mateo server is my home. I spend more time on here than I do on the Depot. And if you like trains and you like yard work, switching, sometimes I do road trains. I do not do passenger trains, but I usually doing some sort of switching duties. That's what I truly enjoy, whether it's industry work or just flat switching in the industries. Right now, I'm just doing a little sort. We'll be moving stuff to another yard here. I've worked with Hound a few times. Hound's a good guy. He's really tearing up that Barstow yard as far as getting things processed and getting them through. So we definitely appreciate him. I know Chris, the yard master, has probably had a lot less to do ever since Hound joined, which is not a bad thing because Barstow is, the main yard. All right, so we're gonna check everything here. So I got handbrakes on, that's fine. I am not going to run air in these cars because I'm not going on the main line. So I don't need to have an EOTD or an end of train device. And I'm not running air, so it's going to be harder to stop, but I do have 3 SD40 TAC 2s, so I do have some power. Matter of fact, if I look at what I have right now as far as weight, HPT is 2.7, which is, 0.8 is good for the yards. So I basically have enough power for the road. I tend to leave this up on my HUD at the top here, the overall train information. Check, make sure that my switches are lined up to go. Because I just put these guys here right before the stream started, OMW. And that switch is good. Sorry for all the jiggly stuff. That switch is good. The switch is good. That one's good. We're coming up on the UP interchange area here, so that switch is not good for me. Fix that. Do you have any DLCs there, Fairweather? Do you or just the base game? I know it can get kind of expensive as you start looking and seeing all the extras you can add, and most of us do it little by little. We don't try to do it all at once, because you won't be able to eat for like 4 or 5 months if you do it all at once. Yeah, Bakersfield and Lone Pine. Okay. Those are good subs. As I said, I'm down here in the San Bernardino sub, which is the Los Angeles area. If you do like industry work, this is the sub, in my opinion, to have. you want to drive from Barstow to down here, you would also need the Cajon sub, which includes the San Bernardino and the West Colton yard for UP. But once you pass the San Bernardino yard, then it's all San Bernardino sub after that. Kind of misleading, like San Bernardino sub doesn't include San Bernardino yard. Got some freight packs too. That's good. I mean, those are the things that you need. I just got the latest one when update 8 came out. So once you get caught up, you know, buying one for $10 is no big deal. Getting to that point though. We look at our display map. I didn't check to make sure if auto was on or not. Doesn't matter because I'm in the yard anyways. But the shift tab, no. So this is the whole sub, but I hit tab to zoom in so I can see specifically, you know, things a little bit closer. This is UP stuff. And then I've also customized the map itself, so I have more information on here. Actually, I noticed this is not my latest one. I guess I didn't sync this one over. Yeah, Cajon, San Bernardino are great. I started going all the way forward, by the way. I'm glad I came back here because I need to come pick up this cut here, too. Yeah. I'm using a rail driver, so I push buttons. It's a little dark here in the room, which that means I'll turn on this light. But sometimes I push buttons, I can't read the labels. So I go by touch and I miss it. So try to put myself in the back of the train, for example, and I end up like on the ground or weird things like, oh, this is not this one's the next one. 3351. This is LAJ, A and B yard. And then what I have, that's half of this here. Front half of the train is for the LA West yard out of LAJ. Yeah, switching industries and everything. Hello from Canada. Well, hello from America. Glad to have you. We got some more Canadians in here as well. Sorry. I have been granted temporary Canadianship from my fellow Canadian friends because I know how to say sorry when it applies. Boring guy probably already muted me. Otherwise, he would have heard that. He might still be responding. There's a delay in the stream, by the way. So if you type something, one, it takes me a few seconds to see it. But also, from where it's live to you guys is about 8 or 9 seconds. If you type something and it goes through, you got 8 or 9 seconds plus the time it takes me to actually see it. We're coming on back now. We're going to grab that cut right there with the red boxcar and transfer these, freeing up this yard for more movement. We worked here last week and we took, a large part of the cuts that we were able to get into the industry, Taco Bell, for example, that we got those delivered. Taco Bell sent me a letter. They're happy. They can now start making the diarrhea sauce for everybody. And they have no complaints. We do have some more cars that need to go there, but we would have to empty the industries first. We don't have to. We can slide some new, because they don't have a whole bunch. See what I did there, Taco Bell and slide things into Taco Bell. Like things slide out. But we have room in the industry to be able to put more cars in there without having to remove all of them, but I don't know. I'll look at that after I get this stuff out of here. Go to this. For those of you joining, there is a bug in Run 8, Update 8, which if I'm hanging, particularly on the engines, but it could also be on any of the cars, you're hanging on there and you apply braking, then the game could crash. So I have to remember not to do that because, I mean, a game crashing for me is a little bit different than crashing for somebody who's just playing because you guys are all watching. So I'm looking for the last one of these 3351s. Here's 2281, which is for this yard. There's ash. Hard to see. 2281. I also am running this in 4K, so you guys may be able to see something. Well, probably I'd be able to see it before you, but everything is very small for me. And I mean that in the video sense. So, let me put on some handbrakes here before I release these cars. This one, these are two Taco Bell cars here too, by the way. They already got more supplies coming their way. 2281, this guy, and then this one does not have it. Brakes are off. We're all bled out. This will be the end of our cut going over to LAJ. A yard, where I just set all the switches to. I don't know if you could hear that because of the reefer here, but I did honk the horn. So this looks like this is everything getting out of here that doesn't belong here in this yard. So let's go up in the engine, take a peek up there. So if we look at the overall length of our train right now, it's 3494 is the length. Again, we have 3 engines of power. That puts us at 1.5 HPT, which again is fine for these flat areas, particularly in the yards, in the industries, and between some of the yards here. We're not going up any mountains here, close to the ocean. In Los Angeles is part of it. Once we start headed towards San Bernardino, it starts going uphill, particularly in the Orange County, the Riverside area. I personally live here in SoCal, so I'm very familiar with all this. The tons we're dealing with is 6,108 tons, 49 loaded cars with 7 empties here. The SD40 TAC2s aren't going to be that, they're not going to have any problem pulling these. Stopping, maybe, but we're pretty flat. Going up uphill just a little bit, 0.32 is on the grade. Everything else is looking pretty good. Yes, you're able to stream on the server. There are no requirements that you can or cannot record or stream. Just realize that if you are, if you want to be responsible, because we don't want people to see, mistakes happen, accidents happen, carelessness is a thing. You just do your best. This is for fun. We're here for fun. We're not here to do everything perfect. By God knows, I don't do anything perfect. I do my best. I try to do it as real as I can. And it's all about fun. And then we have the depot for Plus members that want to be more serious with tracking the orders, the car orders and stuff. So we go in there and we have a little bit different kind of fun. But here's a place to learn, have fun, and, a nice, relaxing environment. You want to stream it, want to record it, absolutely awesome. Glad to have more notoriety on the server because we've been having a steady inflow over the last year of people come on. It's been great. This is where we start departing this C yard here. Again, the industries. I do a little bit of an overview. So we're going over there. This is in the distance. You have LAJ, the B yard where these cars are, kind of where I'm pointing to. The A yard is ahead of it where we're actually going. UP has the river yard over here that we kind of share some track rights. And then back here is the LAJ C yard that we just came from. Now over here is LAC. So this is the Hobart yard, which is intermodals. Okay. Yep. I won't be showing any Discord. I make the job orders. I try to explain everything in there, but you can always. What we ask is if you have any questions, don't about job orders or things. Just don't worry about DMing us. Just post in the Discord the questions. That way, if other people have a similar question, it's one place that has all the information instead of having to repeat it over and over again. But we're here to help. If you don't understand, just let us know. We'll tell you what to do. I try to be real descriptive when I build the trains. For example, this one right here, this doesn't have a job yet, I don't believe, because I haven't been in all week. But I put this train here last week. It's processed and it's ready to go. Let's see if it has a tag on it. Nope, not yet. So it just says ZLAC XXX. Now, this is a road train, but it's going to New York City now. These cars got processed for New York. And these ones haven't processed yet. Some of them have. Chicago. We put in there the descriptions of kind of what you're doing. But those are intermodals. Those are special. From the LAJ yard here, where we're coming to right now. We're coming from that direction. We'll be coming up into here. Over here is the LA West yard. So this is the industries, or it's West Industries. It's not really a yard, but it has a bunch of industries over here that get worked out of the LAJ area. And then if I go on this side, I'm flying straight there, but it actually comes off the main. This is the Malabar yard. So this is ATSF Malabar. And so there's a whole bunch of industries to work here. We got UP in the back over here. We have Amtrak down. This is a very busy area. I mean, we're talking about Los Angeles. See, here's Amtrak's. Hey, there's one of my engines there. What is this? So this is all Amtrak stuff that goes around the backside. I'm not really trying not to get into. I've worked both UP and. By the way, this is UP's version of the Hobart yard. So this is their intermodal yard and some other yards. I don't know what it's called. I was working UP in the past, but I did not spend a lot of time trying to figure out what's what. So there's my train way over there. It's going underneath the freeway and headed over. I'm watching the speeds and stuff in the very top of the screen. This is Commerce refueling area. I got to get these cars out of here too. I got to write a job to get these things gone. They've been here in the repair depot for a while. But here's one of my refueling yards. I have LMC down a ways. Here comes a intermodal. So all these industries off of these lines here, these are all part of the San Bernardino sub. The engines that are yellow are UP. Thanks. I have not derailed yet. The blue ones are CSX. The black ones are Norfolk Southern. So I'm coming up on the LA or LMC, which is La Mirada. It's on the border of LA and Orange counties. So like right here is industries for it. This is one of the tracks, LMC, or one of the little yards. This is all LMC right here. You can see all how busy it's going to be. There's 4 locals that come off of this. And then down about an hour of driving distance away from here is Porphyry. And that's between here and San Bernardino. This is set in the mid to late 90s, yes. Uh-oh, my train's going backwards. Took my eye off of it. Too long. Remember, I have no air on it. So let me go back over here and get control of my train. We can do it without busting knuckles. That's UP right there. Yeller ones. Okay. Sooner or later, we're going to get there. How far we just flew. Getting closer. I can smell LA. Downtown's going to be like over there. Go up sooner or later. There's my yard. One of my yards. The train stalled right there, but we got her going again. Give her some more gas. So we're not close to, okay, so we're getting closer where LA downtown would be. Right kind of where my cursor is pointing. There's downtown. That's about where we're at in the world. Downtown LA-ish. Get over here to we're doing. No, I've seen some Conrail locomotives. You know, so they do interchanging. Obviously, Conrail could send out some stuff this way, and usually the power that comes on, foreign power, it's called, as you know, foreign power will come from like CSX, Norfolk Southern, whatever's on the train, they just reuse it, but then they throw their own company's engines on the front, most cases. And then, so it's like the head end is that company's locomotive. Then they'll use all the other power that came with it. They have some sort of agreement. Now, you'd be surprised all the, like, the smaller railroads, all the different power that shows up here. It's like it's hard to tell. Okay, did they buy used engines, or or is it just, are they borrowing it because it's foreign power or what? But there's a lot of stuff. I mean, it's not all BNSF. It's not all UP. It's all sorts of mixed. I think over here, you can see I have NS and CSX here. This is intermodal, so they came in, and I put some other stuff around it. So we'll use this set probably to send it back to New York. New York will have a combination, depending which way it goes, of NS and CSX. And then they'll send my engines back with the next load. Doesn't really do that in the game, in the sim here. We send it off map and it just disappears. But we're trucking along 6 miles an hour. Train is pretty long though. What did I say it was? 3,400 feet? I'm gonna have to break it up in the yard because it won't fit on the tracks. That's where we're supposed to go. Right, yeah. I learned a lot about the real railroad stuff from YouTube as well, where people talk about it. Also, in the the depot forums are a good place too, because you got real railroaders there. I mean, we have some here in the Mateo server as well. Got a guy from Norfolk Southern. We definitely have an engineer from BNSF. Got an Amtrak guy. I don't run because I'm not good at braking. Happy Father's Day to you, NM. Already told Arco that. All right, let's go back in the cab. A little bit of a, I'm too far probably. Do it this way. Once I get in the yard, I'll set a timer, basically a countdown meter, and that will reflect here on this panel there. Well, I spent my learning curve on the server was like a week or something, but I spent 5 months or 4 months learning the sim before I even joined any multiplayer, because I didn't want to go multiplayer and not know what the hell I was doing at all. I learned way too much before I needed to know anything. So basically, as you know, because you just did your check ride, you can move the train and stop the train and connect cars and relabel them. That's all you need to know to join this multiplayer. I wasn't aware of this one when I first got Run 8. I knew of the depot because that's where we got that's where everybody gets their information from. But I didn't want to. The depot was, to me, a little nerve-wracking. It's like, well, these are, they do everything professional. It's not as bad as everybody makes it out to be. They track, they call them customer orders. So they track stuff in the database where the cars are at any given time. Not every single car, but you can't drive those ones anyways until you have so many hours in their server before you can drive those. So, if you want to, we call them junk trains. They're going off map. And then we drive those as far as we can and then, pull them over, let somebody else. Okay, so you know what you're doing. It's, when you start playing with, like other people doing things, it's a little different than doing everything. With doing things by yourself. I don't mean playing with somebody else where one's conducting, one's engineering. I just mean when there's other people around you, there's things that happen different because they're humans. So, but yeah, I had my server set up, or my game set up so that, everything was doing its thing and there's always movement and motion. And I joined here and I've not looked back. I love playing multiplayer. I don't do it during the stream most of the time because it takes some coordination. But I like doing this with other people. I usually end up throwing switches and letting everybody else run the engines because this is what I do all the time anyways. And I'm happy throwing switches as well. But that interaction of 2 or more people working together, especially in yard work and industry work, it's just simply amazing. It's not an experience that you can get on any other railroad game. Yep, people do. I've done a few streams here like that where, a lot of people like to ask me after I've already gone live, hey, can I work with you? It's like, well, now it's too late because, now we've already planned on what we're doing and I don't know how your mic sounds and all this. I'm not just playing by myself, I'm streaming. So a little bit different situation. But I work with a lot of people while I'm not streaming, and you guys have seen, some of you have seen me play live with other people, which is pretty damn good. A lot of fun, for sure. Yeah, Arco was conducting with me before, so I was trying to have him drive, and he's like, no, I'm not sure yet, because he was kind of new to it. Arco's on this server. He hasn't been here in like a year. He still has the rights to come on. I also have a whole bunch of enhancements. There's a link down below for the enhancement Discord for sounds and all kinds of other things. Yeah, you're still new to it. You also are doing it with a keyboard and mouse, which is the harder way to do it. For sure. You can come play with me anytime except for when I'm streaming live, because like I said, I need to make sure ahead of time that it's going to work out before I give up control and games crash, servers crash, people crash. They're coming in talking on Discord and they have all this background noise. That's usually what happens. And I didn't hit a damn timer countdown. Let me do one now. It's not going to matter. But I got 3,400 feet. If I take off about 500 feet, I'd say 2,900. So if I add 500 to the counter there, I can kind of guesstimate where the end is. we do, like, especially yard work, where you have somebody either where you're collecting cars or flat switching. For example, flat switching is when we take all these cars and we separate them into the areas that they're going. So, you know, because they're all like intermixed. And I think these ones have already somewhat been, there's, you see 2281 on this side. I think we've already done some of these. I don't usually put them in order where they're going to the industry. I just figure that out as I go, but I want to take all the industry ones to that industry. So that's good. That's good. That's good. That switch is not. Go ahead and set this. We'll go into the LA West branch if we need to have space. We will. That's straight. Okay, so the end of it's getting ready to come over the bridge. Yeah, for those of you that just got here, you usually see me hanging off the engine. There's a current bug in the update that just came out the other day that if you're hanging off specifically the engine, but it could be any cars, and you apply braking, that the game could crash. So I'm not going to do that. I'll just stay in the air. On a multiplayer version, unlike single player version, in order to flick a switch, you have to be standing on the ground. So that's usually where you see me go flip out and push the wrong buttons, trying to stand on the ground. But in single player, you can just go up there. I can just fly there and throw it. But if you do it on a server, it doesn't work. It just says you must be on the ground. All right, yeah, there's the enhancement Discord that they're good. You could probably publish them there and other people would use them. I have a ton of horns. I really wish that they had like a sort of paint system or livery system where you can have one engine and a multiple number of skins for it. Not just the numbers, but like skins. Like, so you can have one like heavily graffitied and one not, one rusty, one all sunburnt, and they don't have that. Like in GTA, how you can do that in the cars and have just multiple skins for a specific vehicle. That is something that I'd be interested in seeing. Because, you know, I have different paint, so it has graffiti on some of the cars. But it's, you know, it's only that one car has that one skin. So NM said, I don't have the bra horn. Let me see. I got something here though for you there, NM. So these are all the horns that I have. I have a few. Let's see. Actually, I don't know if you were here when I did it before. Okay. All right, so I have this, and then okay, so this was see how much. I got about 10, 15 cars to go. So, you know, I have a bell. So that's a good bell. And then of course the horn. You got the goat scream horn that I had made and the bra bell. Damn it, I keep doing that. So yeah, I had RJ make me that one. Let's see. And I need a mechanical bell. GE. I'm actually doing a Santa Fe. That's good. We do that. Let me, I still got to pull a little forward. Let's see if I can do it without breaking couplers. And that would work for this style of locomotive, Santa Fe old one. I guess the bell's on this side. Yep. Yeah, I had those. I had RJ make them for me. I'm like, hey man, here's the files. Can you make me a damn goat scream horn? And then what about a brah bell? I was hoping for a little, so it'd go brah, 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 you know, a bit slower, but he didn't put a space in there, but that was okay. Yeah, if they had the track repair units, that'd be cool. I mean, they have the MOW car or whatever. Yeah, the high rail truck, the Ford F-150. All right, we're getting to the end of this cut. Hello, Bobby. Let's see, 3351. 3351. Okay, making sure that these are the right cars for here. 3351 is all the industries over here. Well, the ones over here and over here. And then the 2271 is the ones across the way. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and handbrakes on. These cars don't roll back. Not running error, so. All right, so we're going to make a cut. And I'm going to push this back a little bit so I can get this tanker clear. That should work. Put some handbrakes on. Go ahead and connect here. And could be coming forward. Oh, I don't have a notch in because the rail driver didn't want to give me a notch. All right, let's go to the air and let's look and see what we got. I don't want to use that one. Can use these two. Also use that one, and then I have I have the first tube. Although I'd like to use those for outbounds. I'll pull forward and I'll come down this track here to distribute them later. So it takes an hour just to pull cars, connect cars, and bring them from another yard over here. That's how long everything in this game takes, because it's kind of realistic in that sense that all the same distances that they go in real life. And when you're buying a sub and you're like, oh my God, it's, $40 or $30. That's because it's the same distance as real life, and so you got hours and hours and hours of time that you spend. If you buy everything, base game and everything, all the add-ons and everything that there is, unlike Dovetail's Train Simulator. Run 8, they actually do it themselves. You don't rely on other people selling stuff. Then you're going to, I mean, I don't know how many hours I've had in the last year. There's a barometer, it keeps track. What's up, Jenner? Do Roblox. I do not do Roblox. Arco likes Roblox. Or no, is that Minecraft? Minecraft, he does Minecraft. I don't do Minecraft or Roblox. Definitely get your money's worth in this game for sure. I think that's what I was saying, was that you buy everything at the same time. It's probably like gotta be just rough calculation in my head, about 100, no, 1, 2, 3, so that would be $600 or something, somewhere in that neighborhood. What's up, Mr. White? Oh yeah, definitely buy it bit by bit. Yeah, Quincy's been playing for a decade. I only started playing Run 8. I was waiting for version 3 to be released, because when I actually started getting into it, version 2 had been out for a long time, and I saw all the news that, well, we're coming out with version 3 soon, and the depot was talking about it. So I was like, you know what, I don't want to buy version 2 and then have to turn around and buy version 3 after. So I just waited probably 4 to 5 months, I think. And then they came out with version 3 and I bought it. Been happy ever since. I thought the learning curve was so steep on it, but it really isn't. Once you can move the engines, you just have to learn everything, you know, where everything is. That's the easy part, if you will. All right, I'm going to be able to fit this on this second track here. That's good. Get on the ground here. Let's put some handbrakes on. Then we can get back over to the other yard and do the stuff that we need to there. 1, 2. These tankers are generally heavier. F11, click on the cab, and then we'll be looking. Oh, I went that way. When I get back to the bridge. Yeah, that's kind of, see, yeah, when I first got the game, got base game, I got Cajon and San Bernardino subs, and then I bought one of the SD 40 packs that had UP and BNSF. And then I started buying the freight packs so I could see what everything was. A few weeks later, and then the intermodals, and then the Amtrak. And then I don't have all the engine packs. I don't have any Jeep 38 packs. I think there's only one. I don't have any of those. I don't have any tunnel motors. I have one pack of the 45s. Got 2 or 3 packs of the 40s. I've got the Dash 9s. And then I don't have the Heritage. I think that's it. But I have all the routes. So that's my opinion, that's the most important. Like maybe some mixed freight stuff and then the routes. As well as maybe a couple engines if you're worried about I could have, because these are spring switches, I could have gone over them, but better to not. And I'm having to hold F11 and click on the cab because my engine is on the other side of this. So in order to get in this one, you just hold F11 and click on the window. You can do that for any engine. You can't even hear the horn from way up here. A 6-engine, 12,000 ton, 6,400 foot train. So it's a coal train probably. Yeah, when I create trains here, I try to make them. You can't go down to San Diego because it doesn't exist yet. But I'll make one that says, "Hey, drive it from here to San Diego," like it's gonna go down to that sub. And it's 4,000 or 5,000 foot long. I do yard transfers. The intermodals, I make those long. We can go up to BNSF can go up to 12,000 foot long. I think UP is 10,000. Could be 8, but I thought it was 10. Yeah, the thing with heavy trains is coming from Barstow down here is that you got to go down the Cone Pass. And that's a 3.5% grade down. And then going from here that way, I'll do longer. I try to watch. I'm not worried about weight because we can always put more power on them. Because going up the pass isn't as hard as coming down the pass. Coming down, you got braking and EPU. It's kind of like when you're going to Tehachapi Pass. I mean, that's knuckle breakage territory right there. That was where my Depot Plus check ride was. It was an hour and 15 minutes. It was coming from Bakersfield through the Tehachapi Pass. It's just nasty. Or hit that corner too hard. I didn't want to fall off tracks. I wish the train could fall off the tracks, like tip over and just lay there. That would be awesome. But no, it disappears and then you got kind of problems. I'd love to see these things fall off the tracks and just lay there. Well, so, a lot of people don't understand they don't really see the big picture of things. So with engines, you don't need a lot of power at the front of the engine if you're going downhill, right? You use mid or rear. BNSF doesn't do a lot of mid out west here. UP does, but BNSF does it mostly head end and then rear end DPU. But the DPUs, they're not there necessarily to push. their greatest asset is braking. So you have an air compressor at the back of the train, air compressor at the front of the train, so that when you apply your brakes, more when you release your brakes, you can get the brakes off quicker. So recharging the air brake system is what DPUs, their primary purpose is for downhill runs. And typically they'll do one more on the head end than they do on the rear end too, just so you know. So you'll have like a 4-3. I typically do like 4 or 5 and 2. And then if you have mids on longer trains, you do some mids, you do 1, 2, maybe 3 in the middle. And then you start the head end more in the middle, less in the rear. So that's like the overall big picture of how the best way to do it. And then also if you're going uphill, you may need a lot of pulling power, but you don't need a lot of dynamic braking. So then you isolate the dynamic brakes or DB cut out those other engines so that you only have them for power, because if you have too much dynamic braking, you can derail as well. I don't know where the manual on how all that works. Somebody has one. I know the BNSF engineer. I don't want to give out names if they don't want me to, but oh, is that why? Because they don't want to see derailments? What's wrong with, yeah. Honk at derailments. Okay, so I'm going to stop here. There's a lot of things to consider when you're making a game, I guess. Like, you want to do this, oh, they'll pull the license and you can't use their stuff anymore. Okay, now we have to see, we're going to flat switch these with the time that we have left, like another hour. I know PRP is going around the corner, so I got Taco Bells here. 3 Taco Bells, 4 Taco Bells. SMI. So what I got to look at is this. The depot map, and it tells us what's where. So I'm looking for SMI. That's going to be in the back over here. And so we can probably take the Taco Bells off that. And then I got Vets. Vet is going to be down here. What else we got? We got the Roods. Are You Drunk is over here. KAV going to be this one, but there's also some KAVs off here just to the right of them. And then ODC. Which, QDC. So Taco Bell's a QDC. They're going right over off. Well, QDC should be this track right here. Yep, and there's already some in there. So we'll grab those. Come up and get them. Let's see. We missed some. SMI and Vet. PRP is also in the same area. So let's grab these. Okay, I'm still in reverse. Gonna grab this first cut, do something with it. And I would normally grab the handles there. I can't brake from the locomotive, me on it. I mean, if you derail and the train disappears, how's that really different than the train laying over inside though in a sim? You know what I mean? It's still disappearing. You still did the same thing. I mean, I get that, but again, we're in a sim. It's just if it fell over, you know, you can grab it and then put it back. You know, that's the thing. Instead of it just disappearing off the server or single player. Normally, like in single player, you'd be able to do it because you'd have a save of it, most likely. But not everybody thinks about that and saves it. All right, so PRP is going around the corner. BMB is going to be back with, that's Vaughn, so that's going with the Taco Bells. AAV, got to be on that side. UDC's here. Oh, I mean, all these are good, so let's just take them all. All right, I got the handbrakes off, all cars. Oh, but I'm in neutral because I did something. Check some of these cars, make sure there's no air bubbled up in them. That way we can kick them if we want. We'd want to. Welcome back, Dash 9. All right, so right now I've got 29, actually 30 cars. 2,000 foot long. Get within, look directly at action. Get within 6 foot, look at action. That was something to do with these guys, with those, I think. Something they changed. So I'm going to split this cut up and get them ready, drop them where they need to go. You know, I wasn't, so when it comes to derailing physics, I wasn't really worried about the physics of derailing. I mean, when the train falls off the tracks now, I was just saying if they can, a couple of them can lay on their side or whatever, so that you can collect them back. That's what I was kind of focused in on. I don't need to see a train wreck, but right now it just disappears and there's no recourse to get it back. If you, like that one stream when I do that switch going into Corona in a Porphyry, I realized, oh, I need that. So I threw it and I was doing 50. Yeah, that didn't work out. The whole train fell off the tracks and disappeared. Ash is going back. So this is that first cut. Okay, so that all can be done here. Probably because, like you said, the train companies had a problem with it. Like in Flight Simulator, where they don't want you like physically crashing into buildings and blowing up, like the World Trade Center, I guess. Well, yeah, but I use a rail driver and I didn't hit the thing because I wasn't even thinking I was going to fly off the tracks. But yeah, I can hit the same thing as Shift F5, the emergency, the oh shit bar. Yeah, explodies. All right, so oh, what that sound was. Got about 8 cars left. Oh, really? So just the truck there? Could you like click on the trucks and respawn the train from those trucks? I got dynamic braking on now. Bring this guy to a nice little stop. Okay, we got the Taco Bells first. I do have something that's past that, which is good. And I'm back. Okay, so you can just delete the trucks. I mean, it's just best not to derail at all, you know, but it happens. Not derail like where the wheels come off. I'm talking like flip the train off the tracks. Okay, so we're going straight. This is not Taco Bell that we're going to, or the next one's Taco Bell. But we will put those. Oh, there's another one, or there's a couple more over there too, but they don't look to be sorted yet. Maybe we'll put these in here and then sort those later. Maybe next week. Coming back 10 miles an hour, it feels like I'm running faster than the train's going. So I had like four cars for Taco Bell here. I got plenty of room because I only got a few there. We'll process overnight. Yeah. Kind of like a hard landing, right? If you're a pilot, you're going to do a hard landing at least one time. I think catastrophic versus just derailing one off the tracks are two different things. Start slowing down a little bit. We got 3 here that are ready to go, but not going to get to them today anyways. Got to make room. Pick that one off. Pull forward. See if we got any others in here. Go handbrake on that guy. So SMIs and vets. And separate. There's some other vets up further towards power. Probably put these back right on the track where I got them from. No, I saw a VMB in there, and that's going back here to Vaughn. If you have any boys left after that, spring switch nails in. KAVs. I have a KAV over here too. Let's see. Ash. They're all vets. QDC. Already passed it? Yep. QDC's coming back here, so I'll drop that off now. How many I have? Just one, two, just two? There's the Vaughns way up here. WRG, there was one WRG. Where's that one at? Is that back? Oh, there it is. I'm going to, because WRG goes in this one, I believe. Yep. I'm going to get this guy off. I'll push this back just a little bit more. Going to Ash. Get to it in time. I come back a little bit more. That would not be fun. Not sound very nice. This WRG, I'm going to pull past this switch. I'm going to shove it right back there. There it goes. The brakes are bled. This guy over there. Okay, where's that Q? Two QDCs here. We'll just push those back a little bit more. Because I hit too many brakes there. This ready. Yeah, that'll hold two more. And brake on that guy. Okay, so this is red, so that's good. So I'll handbrake this one. One here. A couple tankers already have them on. Coming on back on the release the coupler for QDC. I should just go out there and throw those calves together. I'll do that next. Right. Yeah, so these are the calves. Okay, so I'm going to Backwards. That's a good kick. Before I leave here, I'll make sure there's no more. I gotta watch these guys so they don't slam anything. That's a pretty good speed there. I don't know if it's gonna make it all the way, but always come back and push them a little bit. Oh, see this? I want to take this Vaughn's, this VMB off, and I'll just tuck it in here for now. As soon as I clear this switch. Still rolling. That looks good there to me. That these guys aren't running away. And they're out. There's the dot. I think they're in there. Are they? Dot. Almost. If they're not. I think they're in there. Yep. Yeah, they're part of QDC now. All right. Even better. So I'm just going to peel this off for convenience. Just put it right over there. Actually goes down right at the last siding, I guess, comes off. And that's not another one. Oh, that's PRP. PRP vet. So I got SMI down here in vet as well. I guess I can use this track here to switch. Well, I don't know if this is going to get out of the way. Yep, it will. I think those ones are at the end, though, so we'll play with what we got. I think maybe there's some PRPs down there as well. Not sure. And almost probably good right there. I'll throw a handbrake on that. So I got PRP. So these calves. Guess I'll come back and grab them. I gotta throw the switch though. There's some ruds over there too, so I can sort those together with these other ruds. Dynamic brake on, so I didn't switch gears like I asked it to. So So the SMI and a vet are here, and they're backwards from where they are in the rest of the cut here. I'll pull all these forward. I'm going to get them close up to the switch, and I'm going to break loose these calves and shove those where the other calves are. That's my plan of action. Oh, there's SMI here too. Taco Bell. More calves. Yeah, these just need to be sorted as well. Looked like that had a hole in the top from where I was at. Boxcar. So vet is literally over here. Right here. And the way I like to get that one is to pull all the way around, because then I can just push back. Okay, so we're going to, let's see, clamper switches for the stuff. Oh, that's the fourth one. Just to double check here. So those are KVs, and we're the fourth over. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to pull up to this car here. I'll stop it somewhere where the yellow box car is now. Probably here. I'm not doing any handbrake tests or anything today, as you noticed. Haven't read. Okay, here we go. Oh, Cav is going that way. Fourth one over. 1, 2, 3, 4 to verify. Good. I can use the other ones to do like that SMI and vet. Cav. I could send Ash with Cav. Uh-oh, what happened? Must be the wheels stuck on the rails. Cav. And I'll grab the other one, send Ash back with them. Messed up because I had the brakes on. I released it, already had the handbrakes on. I was trying to get to it, but let's let that go. Where it stops, nobody knows. Ash is going with Cav. All right. Then let's see, Vet. Vet can go with, well, I can't send PRP with Vet because that's opposite. Red and SMI Vet can all go the same way. Kill these PRPs off now. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. First switch set. Parking brakes off. Right, that's a good kick. So that's PRP. PRP has this looks like only PRP. The AIT will go with PRP. All right, let's see. Send these guys down here a little bit. So SMI, we're going to be peeling off, and I'll send them one more over. We'll throw the handbrake on these in a bit as they get down here more. So vets are going to be by themselves. They need to basically go all the way around, or the engine needs to be on this side of them. That would be the same for SMIs. Want to get them off this track though. Move it over 2. They're almost there. Another SMI there. Throw some handbrakes on now. That's probably good enough. That was that PRP, and then A1T will go next with those. Tracks over for SMI. SMI and VET, they can all go the same way. Okay. Probably wouldn't kick the tankers. Ash, the engine would be on the same side. Red, engine on the same side. So, yeah, just move that whole cut. Well, no, we're going to get the SMI off, I thought. So after these peel off, throw a handbrake. That's good there. So vet, probably going to already be here, right? Put them on this one. Got free. That's good. SMI there, Taco Bell. That's fine. We're just going to use some of it for temporary switching. So, I mean, I can do Ash. Oh, no. It's the KAV. Oh, I missed it already. Vet's going next to KAV. No, Vet's not. Ash is going next to KAV. Load it down too much before I got there. Don't need to go fast here. I just need to get him off. And when they, I'll probably pull them, handbrake them here. Oh, come on, just a little bit more. Shoot. There we go. This was Ash. We got Red. We're going to send Red over with SMI, but I have an SMI to get off here first, so let's do that now. Pick this vet off. Go see where it is. There's the vets. All right, so Ash is going to smash into those. KRP's good. SMI is... Where did I put the SMI ones? AAV, KRP. Thought I had a bunch of SMIs. Red. Oh, right here. Duh. Okay, so vet coming on to this one. We'll split this SMI off here. I'm gonna move that BMB over to the industry real quick. They were mostly flat switched here for the industry. Now delivering should be pretty easy. Do have a few more cuts to sort. All in due time. Plus we gotta pull the empties anyways. All right, so we're should be coming back here. Come get our where's it happening? Right here. Bonds. Lined up for that. Go ahead and run down here and set this switch. Good. Take another couple cars back there, and then of course we have other parts of the industry delivered to as well. Amtrak's on the road. Amtrak 162. Looking at something else. I hope it wasn't fragile. I mean, it's going to a supermarket, so probably. I mean, it's empty though. Look, it's empty. Thank goodness. All right, so straight through there, we're gonna go down to here and park it right there at the industry. No, I know, I was lucky, right? Hell yeah. We didn't break any bottles of scotch or anything in there for a grocery store. You know that train had a load of 1856 scotch valued at like $24 million, and you busted them all when you came in heavy, hot and heavy. It'd be all leaking out of the sides of the boxcar, and everybody's laying underneath there, getting all drunk. I don't know that would taste good though. At quarter mil. Yeah. Yeah, I remember when they had when eggs were really expensive because the bird flu and stuff. Imagine a whole reefer full of eggs and milk and chicken all messed up. Do you have manifest for like on the, you know what's in the cars, by the way, or you just the order says go here when you're an engineer or conductor? You don't actually know what's on the actual cars, right? All right, that switch is good. That one's good. Oh yeah, sometimes you do and sometimes you don't. Nothing to see here. No reason anybody needs to know what happened. Yard masters and the TMs are too lazy to print out the full train orders. Well, it's just more paper. Just more trees cut down to no reason. Handbrake set on that. Let's cut her loose. We'll get back out here and yeah, now the yard looks yard's looking a lot better. So, again, for all you fathers out there, happy Father's Day again. We're gonna break loose right now so that so we can chill out. I think my train's coming. As always, though, thank you everybody for coming in and chatting, having a good time with me as we do Simulator Sunday. I was talking about doing Farm Sim on a Simulator Sunday. I'm not sure yet how that's going to go. I do have a server, and so, you know, it would be, I don't want to play Farm Sims just by myself. I need Arco, I need Poolan, I need NM, I need a bunch of guys to do it with me so that it's more fun. And then we'll have the Discord for those of us playing so you can hear everybody somehow nothing's working right. But, yeah, I don't know. Chat, let me know in the comments if that's something you want to see at some point. You know, Flight Simulator didn't do that well, but I just reinstalled it yesterday on this new rig. And haven't really played in a while, but ATC's all. We turn all our braille off here. We don't need that anymore. Yeah, you turn and burn the orders, right? The clock's ticking, and that's just money going away. Yep, got to get it there. How it was with poor old Taco Bell over here. They weren't getting their stuff. They couldn't give anybody diarrhea, so we took care of that last week, and we got more coming for them soon here. So I'll see you guys next Sunday. We'll do some more Simulator Sunday unless something comes up. I don't see any reason why it would, but I'll be back on Twitch. I think I got 2 more games of the regular season left in the Super Mega Baseball 3 that I commentate while I play it. Those come out on YouTube on Fridays, as you've seen. So we'll be back on Wednesday night for that. It's 8 Eastern. Back here at Simulator Sunday, 7 Eastern next Sunday. If you're on the Pacific Coast like I am, that would be 4 p.m. And I hope you guys have a great whatever's left of the weekend. It's only a 2-day weekend for everybody, so yeah. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for hanging out and having a good time with me again. We will see you guys on the next one. Y'all have a great week. See you soon.